Alright, so now we've learned to pick a card, but now here's a very subtle touch on the pick a card that really just adds this nuance to the trick. It's the touch a card. So not really picking a card, they're simply touching a card. And the difference between those two statements is that when you ask them to pick a card, they automatically assume to pick a card and look at it. But when you simply say touch a card, when they touch a card, usually their finger will just stay on that one card. And now from there, you actually have a bit more time to talk about some exposition or things while the finger is still on the card, so that maybe they have more connection to the card or the deck or their single card. But really, it's just a different way, and there's a lot of smaller micro advantages to this, which I don't really need to go over, because those are like really for advanced Magic, if you really want to get into that Magic theory and stuff. But when you say touch a card, I think it, in my opinion, provides a more intimate moment. Touch a card rather than pick a card. Just imagine like dogs lined up in a row. Pick a dog, or pet a dog. Same concept. When you pick a dog, you're just like picking a dog, but when you pet the dog, you kind of like feel the dog, and like you kind of get to connect with that certain individual of a dog. Just. And now, like with cards, you can, oh yeah, you're a good boy. You're good to hearts. But that is just my take on the touch a card. So same thing with the pick a card. You can spread in your hands, touch a card, or do the ribbon spread. Please touch a card. And from there you can say, okay, so now just pull out the card and don't look at it. You can do that, and then now you can perform the exposition without them holding out their hand just like this, because this does kind of get tiring. So you can leave the spread like this, or even in the hands just like this. So leave it out jogged. And there's a lot of different pathways you can take the touch a card, and really, Magic, it's up to your creativity, your preference. If you think the touch a card suits your style better, your personality better, or just simply the trick better than a pick a card, then go ahead, perform the touch a card, and maybe you're using it for the story you're telling in the trick to explain the miracle you're about to perform. So, yeah, Magic is whatever you make it. Make Magic your own, because at the end of the day, even though a lot of Magic has been created, it's up to you to take that Magic and really put your own spin on it. And even though like the history has already been made, you can just tweak it, and then now you create your own history and write your own story, and you're going to become an amazing magician. You make millions of dollars and entertain millions of people. Okay, maybe the last two won't really happen. That's very unlikely. But yeah, just the tip for the touch a card is just to, and selecting a card in general, just be yourself, because that is always the best person you can be. See ya.